Hi friends, welcome back to channel SciTech. Finally friends, I'm back with a video on the top 10 features which are my favorite in the Realme UI 3.0. Yes friends, this is my first day of using the Realme UI 3.0, which is an Android 12 update, which I did receive in the Realme GT, which is early access as you can see. So after uploading the videos, I'm getting plenty of comments asking me to make a videos on the features. So what are the features which I did like in the Realme UI 3.0? That's what I'm going to exactly demonstrate. I did shortlist all the features into 10 features which are my favorite thing. So I'll try to discuss all those details in this entire video. In case if you want to know more details about this Realme UI 3.0 features, so make sure to check the playlist which I have created friends. So this playlist will give the clear idea what is going on with all the features as well, as you can see clearly. So let's get started friends without wasting any time. The first favorite feature of this Realme UI 3.0 is that real-time FPS meter got enabled in this Realme UI 3.0. You might be wondering, before also we do add the real-time FPS meter, but what is the specialty right now? Right now, which is a floating FPS meter. This is exact floating FPS meter which is present in the OnePlus Nord 2 device. Game space, yes, the game space is completely changed to OnePlus style. You can clearly see friends. So these are changes you can actually observe at this moment, and you'll be able to see this kind of floating FPS meter. This is one of the things which I'm waiting from the beginning. So finally in the Realme phones, now we'll be able to play the games with a floating FPS meter. And you can actually minimize this floating FPS meter into small, as you can see, small column as well instead of big column. You do get the information about the CPU, GPU and the FPS meter as well. This will keep on staying here. But one more thing, as soon as you leave this game, for example, you left the game, let me to go back to the game. Again, if I try to open the same game, the FPS meter will not be there. Again, you need to enable separate again. As you can see, this is one thing which I'm just mentioning for you. This is one of my favorite thing in the Realme UI 3.0 finally which got added. And the next favorite thing about the Realme UI 3.0 is about the always on display functionality. Yes friends, finally in this always on display functionality, there is something special about it. Yes, absolutely. I'll try to show you in the always on display. So right finally you will be able to add the portrait images of yourself. Yes, that's really good thing to you. Let me try to exactly show you how it looks. As you can see friends, the portrait thing, which looks fantastic as you can see friends. So definitely this is one of the good sign, so which is completely unique when compared with the other smartphones, other phones. I can definitely say that in terms of the always on display functionality. Not only that, you do have the Realme style, as you can see, Realme emojis. So where you do have the 4 different customization where you can actually customize. There's a lot of customization has been done for the always on display. Right now, this much of customization I did not find in other UIs. I can definitely say that. With this custom patterns, you can actually create unlimited amount of always on displays. Doesn't matter how many you will create. There's so much of customization, so many shapes. Also, you do have the option as you can see. You can write your own name if you want. You can draw. Let me just show you my sample. As you can see, friends, I can write my own style. This is how it looks. As you can see, my own style. Always on display. This is fantastic friends. This is my second favorite feature which I'm trying to wait, and finally it got added, which is a portrait and all those things, which also really good. And third favorite feature about this, something to do with the privacy thing. In terms of the privacy, there are so much of in-depth reviews I need to do separately, but this just on the top I'm trying to mention. If you try to go to the settings and if you try to go to the privacy, here you do have the option, special option, which is called the camera access and the microphone access. If you try to disable this option, no application in the mobile phone will be able to use. Yes, absolutely no application. For example, let me to open the camera. And right now, if I try to open the camera, it will ask me to unblock it. As you can see, friends, exactly. So in this way, you can actually prevent other third-party applications if they are trying to access your microphone or maybe your camera. This will definitely prompt the message. That's what the advantage of this having. As you can see, when this is off, all the apps and services will not be able to use the camera. This is one of the best options. Instead of going each and every application individually, this one-time click is enough. That's really good to know, this kind of option. And next is regarding the locations. Let me try to go to the permission manager. So try to click the locations. Here you will try to see what are the list of applications which you did give the permission. As you can see, all the list of applications. Now if you don't want to give the permission to maybe Google Chrome, and we do have the option which is the approximate location instead of precise location. You can disable that. If you try to disable, the precise location will not be shared. That's what they did highlight. That's how it actually works. As you can see, friends, exactly we do have this kind of option. For example, if you want to do this kind of thing for the Geek Benchmark application, try to long press, go to the app info and go to the permissions. maybe the Geekbench that doesn't require any kind of permission, but go to the Facebook and go to permissions, and now you can actually select the locations, and here you can actually select all the time, maybe allow only while they're using the app, and you can try to disable this. So this will give the only the approximate location, not the precise location. That's another one of the advantage with this kind of privacy thing, which I did like in this Realme UI 3.0. And next is something to do with the vibration. Yes friends, the haptic feedback in this Realme UI 3.0 feels slightly kind of optimized, little bit kind of better, but still there are a couple of things are missing. For example, when I'm trying to scroll down, when I'm trying to come to the end of the list, we should get some kind of little bit haptic feedback, where other UIs they did implement slightly small amount of, still that is a missing, which I did notice. But if you try to go to the sound and vibrations, so is the vibration intensity same option, nothing much changed, but try to go to the haptic here. So here we do have the option which is haptic intensity. You can actually increase and decrease haptic intensity. As you can see, you can actually feel really very good strong vibrations coming in the phone if you try to use this kind of slider. And we do have the option for number of things, sounds and everything you can actually customize. So these are the another thing which I did like in the vibration. And one more thing, even while using the gallery, I can actually feel the haptic vibrations. For example, if I try to zoom out this pic, one image, as you can see, when I try to zoom in and zoom out, I'm getting the haptic feedback. Actually, yes, but I cannot get in other Realme phones, which is a Realme UI 2.0. I did check that it's not kind of possible. So these are the things which I did like. And next is about the wallpapers. Yes, finally there's a lot of wallpapers got added in this Realme UI 3.0. As you can see, there are static wallpapers, and live wallpaper is kind of really organized at once. So if you try to click on the static wallpaper, you will be able to see plenty of wallpapers. These are the previous wallpapers which I did see. These are the few wallpapers. Even right now in the Realme UI 2.0 also there are a couple of wallpapers which are available, but few of them are slightly different, little bit. Just only few are slightly different in this Realme UI 3.0 version, and that's another thing which I was just mentioning for you all in terms of the wallpaper side. Even the live wallpapers, nothing much huge change, similar kind of live wallpapers which we did see before also there in this device, nothing much huge difference. So another difference regarding the visualization and animation effects. So right now in the notification panel slightly got different in terms of the notification panel, and there is no GT mode. Yes, there is no GT mode, is completely removed at this moment. And this app drawer, this is how it looks. As you can see, app drawer slightly kind of changed little bit, nothing much major difference. If you need to take the other phone, which is the Realme GT Neo 2, and you will be able to see the side-by-side comparison how it's changed in terms of the haptic app drawer. You can see. Now you do get the alphabets on the side, so you can actually access easily the alphabets, and you do get the haptic feedback when you're trying to scroll. Yes, you are getting haptic feedback. This is a thing which I did mention. Haptic feedback is kind of integrated very good in this Realme UI 3.0. That's another thing. And regarding the visualization, even the volume buttons also got slightly going to change, and as you can see, these are another change which I did observe. App opening and the closing animation, nothing much major difference I did not notice, but it looks really kind of smooth animations. That's what I did experience regarding the smoothness of the animations. And one more thing, even when you're trying to open the lock screen, you can see that kind of black color coming from the borders. As you can see, different kind of animation. So that's another type of animation which is present. And next thing is about the quick launch. So if you try to long press on the same fingerprint button, you will be able to access the quick launch, which will be the shortcut for the applications directly. And when you go to this application, you will get the haptic feedback as well. That's also integrated. You need to long press on that particular thing for a few seconds, only then it will try to activate and it will try to open the game. As you can see friends, this is another thing which is present in the quick launch. If you have to go to the settings and go to the special features, is a quick launch option. And next is regarding the flexible windows, which is a floating windows which is available. This floating windows may not work for a few of the applications. For example, YouTube, it doesn't work. It automatically takes to the direct YouTube application only. Let me show you again friends. As you can see, it's taken to the YouTube application, but if you try to open the Google Chrome will be opened in the small window. As you can see, small window, it's opening Google Chrome, and you can actually make it down as well. Let me to, as you can see, it's kind of really small right this moment. You can try it, and you will be able to move anywhere you want. In the middle you cannot keep exactly, but only in the borders. And if you want to tap once, you can actually tap and it will become big. As you can see friends clearly, you can actually close it as well. So these are the floating windows which is available. And let me to open the Netflix. Netflix is kind of playing, but one more thing, I did observe one thing. In the Amazon Prime, you will be able to play the videos. Right now, let me to demonstrate one of the video. Let me to play the sample video I'm trying to show you. So whenever the video will be playing, but if you try to access the background, the video will be paused. Yes. So it's not ideal, I think. And if you want to make this floating window as a big window, let's you need to tap and hold and try to push it to the corners, and it will automatically become big. As you can see, friends. Anyway, I think Amazon Prime also has got maybe the floating. Let me try to show you floating window. Maybe that's another thing you can actually use as a floating window as well. So these are the floating window options which do have it right now for the customization. And even there is an option which is called the screen translate option, which works really good. I did like the screen translate, which is really good. Let me try to show you. And if I want to translate this kind of text, so let's select, and this screen translate will automatically detect the auto language. Yes, it will automatically detect. Right now it's detected the Chinese and it is trying to convert to English. As you can see, friends, it's converting exactly. So this, I did like the screen translation, which is really good, which is fantastic, and very fast response as well. That's another thing. So next is regarding about the camera interface. Camera also slightly got changed in terms of the interface and design a little bit, but not a huge difference, I would say. Just a little bit got difference. As you can see, friends. Now you can actually tap here to check the resolution, what kind of resolution you want, 1080 or 4K or anything. And if you try to tap on this line, so you can actually check the 60 FPS or 30 FPS. In this way, you will be able to check, as you can see, friends. So for example, if you want to change to 4K 30 FPS, you need to tap on two things. I thought they should have integrated in a single column. That will be really great. For that's not the case, but little bit only difference. Nothing much major difference in the camera interface. So this is another thing which you should know. And whenever there's a camera is on or microphone is using, you'll get the green light. As you can see, that as an indication, that's also available at this moment. And let me show you the call as well. I'll try to make some call and I'll try to demonstrate what is happening. Even right now I'm trying to make a call, and you will be able to see small option. As you can see, friends, now you will be able to see small option. So this green will be there every time. Even if I try to go to the home screen, you will be able to see the green light. That means the microphone or the camera, something is used. And this is the option which you are getting here as well. Not bad. And there are a couple of other things, like let me show you exactly. Let's go to the battery option. You will be seeing the different kind of interface in the battery column. You can see clearly what is happening, and the battery draining is not that much happening as expected, but it's kind of okay, decent kind of thing only. Nothing much major problem with the battery draining, you can see. And there is no high performance mode at this moment. There is no boosting option available at this point. Nothing. You can see high performance mode and GT mode is completely not available in the Realme GT device. That's another one more thing I thought of mentioning. In the Realme lab also, you cannot find any kind of different options apart from DC dimming and the sleep capsule. Nothing much major options are available in the Realme lab at this moment. And in the system settings, you will be able to access all these kind of things and convenience tools. Everything is pretty much similar, nothing much major differences when compared with the previous versions. So that's it, friends. This is a quick review and all my favorite features about the Realme UI 3.0. Finally, I did like this Realme UI 3.0, except few things which did not change. For example, high refresh rate games, still I was unable to play it. 4D vibrations we cannot use while gaming, and other things like touch sampling rate, nothing got improved. I mean, it's still the 240 Hz, and these are the few things. At least the high refresh rate games and applications should be kind of improved, maybe the next stable version. But this is just an early update only, friends. These are the features which I thought of mentioning. I think these are the quick things which are, there's nothing much special more about these things. And color tones, you do have different multicolor option, and edge lighting is slightly kind of different little bit, but not a major difference in the edge lighting. Nothing much major change happened. Even in the fingerprint animation also, there's not a huge difference. Same fingerprint animation, nothing much difference. That's the reason I did not mention anything. Icon packs and icons, same kind of thing, nothing much major differences. So friends, this is a quick complete all the details I thought of mentioning here, and these are the features in the Realme UI 3.0. These are my top 10 features which are just letting you know. And that's it, friends. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to follow the playlist for more information on the Realme UI 3.0. See you in the next video, and let's stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off and bye.